Luka Doncic frustrated with another defeat. ESPN is pushing Victor Wembanyama out of San Antonio Spurs. Hello everyone, and in today's video. Trae Young wants to stay in Atlanta. Player passed out during a game. One of the T-Wolves leader with an injury. It is unclear whether he will be back in time for the playoffs. It's over. Nets fans may have seen it coming. Stephen Curry rolls right ankle. Before we gonna start, if you are interested in the world of NBA, then leave a like and subscribe this channel. And now, let's see what happened in last days. Doncic is averaging 37 points, 10 rebounds and 11 assists per game in the last 6 games, while the Mavs have lost 5 games and have now dropped to 8th place in the Western Conference. They already have only 1 game lead over the Los Angeles Lakers. Not surprisingly, Luka's frustration could be seen during the game and in post-game interview. At the end of the third quarter, while losing to the Indiana Pacers, during a timeout, an angry Doncic threw a bottle of water. After lost game, however, the frustrated player asked about his 35-point triple-doubles, answered.
Monster numbers, 3 straight 35-point triple-doubles, and guys are losing. How frustrating?
Doesn't matter, I just want to win.
The story from the second part of the last season is beginning to repeat itself. Back then the Texas team was in the West top 6 for a long time, but terrible defensive performance resulted in a series of defeats, and in the end the Mavericks not only fell out of the top 6, but decided to fall out of the top 10 and not compete for the playoffs even in the play-in tournament. This could happen again this year as well, if Jason Kidd doesn't change something quickly. Not even a full season has yet to be played by Victor Wembanyama in the San Antonio Spurs. And there has already been discussion on ESPN about whether the Rocky is about to become impatient with the team's weak performance.
Victor isn't that patient.
No.
I think the rest of the league has started to understand that now, in the best way possible. So what does the timeline look like now?
I don't want to hear that word anymore.
Patience.
Timeline. Patience. Victor's here. Victor is ready to win. And I know they have this idea that they're going to take 2-3 years and find the right core and they're all going to be on the same timeline, but I don't know how patient he's going to be, because when I watch him play, that man is competitive. He wants to win. And how long do you give him, Malika? Year, 2?
A year max.
Because I don't think he wants to sit here and be at the bottom of the lottery standings.
It's worth remembering with all this that Wembanyama is only playing his first season in the NBA. It is far too early to talk about whether Wembanyama will have enough patience, especially since so far he hasn't given any signal that he's dissatisfied in Texas. Although Trae Young's future is currently a great unknown, the player is not waiting for the summer to present his position and perspective on the whole situation. The point guard made it clear that although he wants to win, he also wants to stay in Atlanta.
I'll just ask plainly, do you believe that you will be in Atlanta next season?
Hopefully. They've never won a championship in Atlanta. Me getting drafted there felt like a match made in heaven. This is something I want to do. Like, I can defeat the odds here too. My whole envision was to always be here. Like, my whole goal is to win here, win championships, bring people here with me and build this dynasty here. But who knows? Like, it's year 6 now.
For you, these rumors are like, it's not me. You're like, I want to be in Atlanta.
I mean, yeah, you've heard it from the source. Like, I want to win, but that's what you've heard too. Like, I just want to win. So that's in Atlanta. That's where I want to be. That's where I envision myself being.
Young is currently out of the game due to surgery on his left-hand finger, which has given the Hawks an opportunity to analyze their team's play without their leader. Despite the 25-year-old's assurances, the club's management may have slightly different plans for the future. A very dangerous looking incident occurred during the Oklahoma City Thunder's recent game against the Portland Trail Blazers. The camera captured the moment when Bismack Biyombo passed out while standing by his team's bench. Fortunately, Biyombo quickly regained consciousness and headed to his team's locker room. The player did not return to the bench that night, and Thunder doctors, after a precise examination of the veteran, found no cause for concern. The team removed him from all activity and they will observe him in the coming days. Bad news for fans of Minnesota Timberwolves. Their team will be playing in a serious weakness in the near future. After all, Karl Anthony Towns has damaged his meniscus and is out of the game. At the moment, it is not known how long the center's break will be. But in case of this type of injury, a lot of depends on chosen treatment path related to the degree of meniscus damage. If serious surgery is necessary, there is a risk that we will not see the 20-year-old player again this season. However, Wolves fans cannot lose hope, because there is also a chance that Towns will return to the game for the playoffs. It has happened, Ben Simmons will not finish the season again. There is now official confirmation from Brooklyn Nets officials, who have relayed that Simmons will not run on the floor again after playing just 15 games in the ongoing playoffs. Simmons has been struggling with back health problems for a long time, and it looks like this injury may actually follow him for the rest of his career. In the worst case scenario, it can even result in a premature end to a player's career. It was not a good day for Golden State Warriors fans. Their team lost to the Chicago Bulls, and due to an injury, Stephen Curry did not finish the game. In the end, the hero of the Warriors could have been Brandon Podziemski, but the rookie failed to show off at key moment of the game and missed an easy attempt from under the basket that could have led to a tie. After the game, Steve Kerr wasn't sure how serious the injury was, while he revealed that Steph kept his foot in a bucket of ice after the game. If Kerr were to be out of the game for some time due to a sprained ankle, it would be a serious punch to the Warriors, who are still fighting for a spot in the West top 6.